Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez, and our spiritual council. Welcome to everybody to today's collective energetic read. It's actually going to be the collective read for the next 7 days from the 21st to the 27th, but keeping in mind that in spirituality and spiritual systems, there are endless ways to tell time. In our current reality, we have over 40 ways to tell time with different calendars. But we just use the Gregorian time frame to frame time in a certain way. If you were brought here, it is for a reason, my darlings. You're bringing your energies here for a reason. Riesling. Oh, for some of you who are drinking Riesling, my lovies. Well, welcome to all of you, my darlings. Welcome to today's collective energetic read. Again, keep in mind that we are reading collective energies, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You are and forever will be the masters of your experiences, of what you will or what you will not in this creation. If you want to book a private read, you could definitely do so in the box below. Looking at the description box, Calendly is probably the easiest way for you to book a read with us, a private read, and they are virtual reads, so it doesn't matter where you are on this planet, as long as you have an internet connection, right? But you're gonna be able to sleep at night, my lovies. Don't you worry about a darn thing, because everything's gonna be all right. I'm getting that song. Honey, don't worry, do about a thing, my lovies, because this too shall pass, because every little thing, my lovies, is gonna be all right. That's sweet, my lovies. I like that. Anyways, let's get started right away by honoring and thanking our spiritual council. I want to honor and thank my grandmama, Abuelita Gladys Nunez Maldonado. I also want to honor and thank my grandpapa, Abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez. I invite you to do the same. I do honor and thank your trusted ancestors, Jack, those that protect and love and guide you. And this name Jacqueline's been very present for some of you too. And Jackie, all types of Jacks. You know what I'm also getting? Those Jacks, the game, the Jacks. That's interesting. The jumping Jacks. You could do the same. For some of you, G.I. Joe jumping Jacks. You could do the same. You can honor whatever spiritual force, whatever religious force, whatever makes you feel good, grounded, and connected to the all as you are in this experience. You can also take a moment of silence to be in silence with yourselves, and that's also more than enough. Let's get started. My numbers. You got to get someone their numbers, whatever numbers. Like it's almost like a quota, and then the name Paul is coming in as well. Cause every little thing, my lovies, is gonna be all right. We're gonna make this one relatively short because we got your sister friend got a lot to do, but I wanted to honor you because I love you, my lovies, for sentimental reasons. And I know that you believe me, that I've given this my heart, my lovies. For some of you, there's something you know now. There is something that you know now that has liberated you, and you should thank the spirits. My lovies, I had this dream and it made me cry. I woke up crying, my lovies. And someone woke up lying, my lovies. I woke up and someone woke up frying, my lovies. I feel like flying. Someone wakes up to weed. That's a friend with weed is a friend indeed. It was a little boy. Spirit showed us someone as a little boy. Toy Story could be significant for some. Something about Kobe. This little boy, he trusted a female. This is like the way that the vision came in. It's someone in someone's neighborhood. It was like a neighbor. And the little boy was asked by this older female. So the little boy was like 9-10 years old. And he was asked by this older female to come into a house. He was playing with a friend. And she said, come into the house. I'm going to teach you a lesson. And they were kind of like right at the front door. This female was alone at home. And they were like right at the front door. So this was like, so orzo between like, I'm seeing orzo pasta, like an orzo salad or something like that, between, and something in like kale, something about kale is coming into. There are these like pre-made salads you can get from Sprouts. Someone bought a pre-made salad from somewhere. This female asked this little boy to come into the house. She's like, she took him away from his friend. She said, come, I have to teach you a lesson. Like she was teaching him a lesson. She was older. This female was like in her late teens, maybe mid-teens. The way Spirit gave it was 16. She brought this little boy into the house and she made him give her oral sex. And I remember she orgasmed, and she was coaching him on what to do. And this little boy looked confused. For anyone, I feel for those, we're here. This is an intimate channel, my lovies. I get to see very deeply into you. And I don't mind sharing, the depths of me either. They're hidden enemies for some. I have been sexually molested in my life when I was a child. And it's something that I feel Spirit has healed within me. So I feel like I have, I can speak about it and feel for the situation, because I really felt for that little boy's pain who has not healed from it and still carries it or will carry it into adulthood. But I feel for people like that, because though certain people choose to use these traumas in one way or another, this little boy has grown up to be a man who hates women. This is how it came in. And this man, he could pretend like he loves women, but he hates women. I was crying because of the pain that he felt inside, because she lied to him. He trusted, again, this being, she wasn't necessarily an adult per se in our society's framework, but she kind of was. She tried something about a trial. She definitely crossed the line. She definitely crossed the line, and Spirit had us kind of contemplate on how we downplay hypersexualizing men and boys and the toll it takes on their soul, and then they have to live up to the hypersexual perspective of them when they're just innocent, just like anyone else that comes onto this planet. And then how they have to deal with that. It was really painful. What she did was really disdainful. The spirits, saw it as disdain. This female, I was trying to explore her energy as in, like, did she have sexual traumas? But from the looks of it, she didn't have sexual traumas in her life. So this is not someone that, like, got, sexually molested and then it happened to her. But this man, he actually has tried to do things to children around him. This energy, for some of you, it's very pressing. This is actually why I didn't want to skip on the reading today. I'm like, I have to squeeze it in however I can. There's something there for somebody to liberate themselves from. They are working through it, because the fact that it's coming up, I felt it. Again, I woke up crying. I'm like, that's really painful. It was really painful. Someone after that moment, it was almost like they lost their virginity in a way. Again, virginity, yes, obviously there's virginity of the first time you have sex, but virginity is a soul thing. And in that moment, she took away his virginity. She harvested her energy. That's how she looked at it. She possessed him. So now this man could actually really like to give people but he also likes to give fellatio. This was coming in. This man also likes to give fellatio. And he may not say this, but he likes to give people oral sex. He likes to give women oral sex, but he also likes to give people fellatio. And he hasn't even started to explore the correlations as to why, spiritually speaking, because he's holding on to this energy. It's very interesting. 858, 858. San Diego could be significant for some. 858. But if you add all of that, 8, 8 and 8, 16. 5 energy. Because then she kept doing this to him. They kept meeting up after that. Or he kept because it creates a trauma bond. So that's 21, maybe until the age of 21. So between the ages of this female 16 to her 21st year of her fears. And then she was a diddler. Something about Deidre. Something about a cathedral. Someone could even pretend like she's fucking religious. I don't know. These are the type of, again, I've seen some, Spirit gave us a vision of these 2 young ladies that came to me at one of the vegan events that I do to prove to me that spirit is real, Jesus is real. Get the fuck out of here. I believe more than you. It's like, you have no relationship with God. You're a liar. Maybe for some of you, this is someone that pretends to be, like, I don't know. You know what I'm seeing? They're showing me Bandcamp, American Pie, and they're showing me, like, the girls in Bandcamp and how they used to stick flutes in their vagina. This flute energy has been very present. Maybe this is a group of females that behave this way. I don't know. Hidden plays. It was really sad. Now this guy is a dad. It's like, we look at, I get it. We read energies here, and this is a very compact reading, but, and we're reading multiple energies, but, you know, everyone has a story. This man also did something to a child, but it's like, he's kind of still a child himself. He hasn't finished growing up. I don't care what title he has, how much money, Malcolm, how much money he has, Alexander, Vander, Caleb. Our society's obsessed with moving with forward progress. Where are we going? If you never heal your soul, where are you going? We never take the time to heal. We just cover it with money and fame and fortune, and I want to do more progress. Sometimes it's reel it back. You got to go through a real tower, lose everything so you can find the truth within yourself. Because there are lessons in these blessings. The lessons are difficult. I have to read certain things sometimes that I'm like, shit. Because there's certain people that are so resistant. The readings I did yesterday, they were exhausting, but in a good way. It was in a good way. Energy work is not, you know, for the faint of heart. 633, 66. Oh yeah, that 66 energy has been very present. Oh, 1220, 1221, 33. That's 6. 1987. You were sent from heaven, my lovies. We all were. Fallen angels. Fallen angels. The angels that come in. The angels that come in. So you're saying without sin. Boom. We're going to do it a little differently today, my lovies. So let's let Annie. Annie, what's up, Annie? Annie's always there, my lovies. Annie's always fair. Always. Always. We're going to go ahead. Maybe Annie's not that fair sometimes. We're going to go ahead and we're going to honor the ancestors, and then we're going to jump right in, okay? And we're going to do it a little different today. So bear with us, my lovies. To the y'all, to the y'all, to the y'all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing. Memphis, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the y'all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom. Nancy, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado, to mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado, to mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado, to mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez, to mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez, to mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez, to Mama Merce, to Mama Merce, to Mama Merce, to Shango, to Shango, to Shango, to Yemaya, to Yemaya, to Yemaya, to Papa Lekpa, to Papa Lekpa, to Papa Lekpa, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Oshun, to la Santa Muerte, to la Santa Muerte, to la Santa Muerte, to Kalima, the name Marte, to Kalima, the name Carly, to Kalima, to Papa, the number 18, the number 19, the number 14, the number 7, the number 47, the number 43, the number 42, the number 41, the number 46, the number 51, the number 53, the number 55, to Kalima, Takalima, takalima. To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to all of the divine ancestors of all of those watching us. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To all of the trusted, loving ancestors of all of those protecting this work, engaging with this work, co-creating with this work. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To all of the trusted, loving ancestors, to all of the trusted guides that protect, love, and guide us. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom? He doesn't deserve you, or she, so for some of you, he doesn't deserve you is coming in. You're too good. Whatever that means, that's how the spirits are looking at somebody. If you're thinking that and that applies to you, someone does not deserve you and you're too good. To all of the trusted, loving ancestors, what are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? In love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and justice, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and judgment, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and mercy. What is up? What is up? What is up? Hot stuff. How's it flowing? How's it going? What's popping? What's cracking? Got shoulders out, my lovies. We're reading for my darlings. Reading for my darlings. Reading for my darlings. It is true. We're reading for you and we love you. You know that it's true, my lovies. So we're reading for the next 7 days. So we got 21 energy and to 27 energy. 21 energy is 3 energy in numerology. 3 energy is a liberation. No, it's not, but for some of you, you're being liberated. 21 energy is 3 energy in numerology, and 3 energy brings in cooperations, collaborations. It's very collaborative. It's the trinity. For some of you, you could be in very collaborative, creative spirits. 3 energy invites you to create, especially with communities. 2 energy is very intimate energy, but when you add a 3rd in, it brings in a community. So for some of you, you could be in very communal energy, very communal spirits, starting this heptad, this 7-day period, and moving to the 27th energy. You could be ending a situation, 9 energy. And if we wrap all of that up, we have 3 energy at the end, because 12 and 3 energy with that 3 and that 9. In numerology, we add all of it up. So for some of you, you have endings when it comes to collaborations. For some of you, you have endings when it comes to communities. For some of you, there could be a big change when it comes to a work situation. Okay, Calandra. Here we go. It's Calandra energy. With this cooperative environment, for some of you, Cassandra, you could be ending something that has to do with a community. For some of you, community service. You could be ending community service or beginning community service, because with every ending comes a new beginning. But for some of you, 9 energy is all about endings. For some of you, 9 energy does bring in death energy. So you could be learning the death of somebody, or you could be expecting the death of somebody. 9 energy brings in endings of lives, of situations. For some of you, you could learn of a divorce. Someone could be getting separated around you. For some of you, 9 energy could bring in a resignation. It brings in endings that are permanent endings. Unlike 6 energy, when something ends on a 9 energy, it is a permanent ending of a situation for a new beginning, for a transformation. 9 energy is all about endings. In yesterday's reads that I did, there were all types of endings. So it's the collective waves that we are riding. All types of endings for you. For some of you, you could be looking to move. For some of you, you could be looking to separate yourself from someone that you've been with. For some of you, you could be separating yourself from a friend's group. You could be separating yourself from an environment. You know, however this applies to you. For some of you, you can find all of a sudden that you're never visiting the same places that you used to go to. So you are going through endings of situations, and we do have one crow sitting right at the edge of a building. So for some of you, again, death may actually announce itself. Oh, it just dove. So death is definitely going to just dive in, and death comes in 3s, as you know, and we have that 3, the power of 3 energy. The power of 3 has been very present. I've noticed it in the private reads. I've also noticed it in the collective energies. So we have 3s, 9s, and 8s. So endings of legal procedures, soul contracts. For some of you, you could have gone through a long cycle and you're going into a new, longer cycle. This is kind of the energy that's flowing. So for some of you, if there was something that was stable for the last, decade or so, the decade energy or 2-decade energy was very present in yesterday's read, which was the read for the 20th. So that energy is very, very present for you, and it's going to continue to to explore you, as that's how they're saying it. It's like you're being stretched a little bit. Life map energy. For some of you, you could be pulled to just get up and go somewhere. For some of you, we have seen travels, so travels are definitely in your field, or delays in travels for some of you. But let's do it. Yeah, for some of you, you definitely, so you're opening up with Ace of Diamonds energy. So we're gonna do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How do we do it? Is that how we want to do it, my lovies? No. We got letters. For some of you, a lot of paperwork. This is a letter or an announcement that leads to a face-to-face. This could be social news. Somebody could want to meet up with you. Who is this? Somebody wants to meet up with you not too far from where you are. Travels. You're all in travels over the next 7 days. A lot of movement around your area. For some of you, letters. We just got a letter. This energy's been present for you. So you're going to get some type of letter, news, an announcement, a lot of chatter, a lot of talking. For some of you, someone can tell you to come pick up your mail somewhere. Because I am getting that. For some of you, you get mail delivered somewhere where you're not. You're going to have to pick up your mail somewhere. But you have face-to-face with letters, with notices. For some of you, all types of notices. For some of you, a notary is involved in a situation. For some of you, I am seeing a death certificate involved in a situation. This birth certificate, death certificate energy has been very present for some. Well, the other day it came in as a birth certificate. No, it did come in as a death certificate. It was a few days ago. Boom. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to do, someone's a Judas. Dum. Tatiana. Dum. Valerie. Dum. King of Spades, you got legal procedures, medical procedures. You have news from the courts. For some of you, you have news from a bank. For some of you, your tank. For some of you, I am seeing like military tanks, so that could be significant for some. For some of you, your tank, like a big vehicle. You have a big vehicle. For some of you, like a Hummer or something. For some of you, you have a big. For some of you, you have a little child around. Big. It's cute. For some of you, you could be visiting a baby at the hospital, or you could be taking your baby to the hospital, or your child. Big. Okay, it's very cute. King of Spades energy. We have hospitalizations. We have legal procedures, medical procedures. We have news from big organizations. For some of you, you could be working quite a bit over the next 7 days. For some of you, bomba ekut. Okay, so we're definitely in a lot of dark energy. Dark energy brings in a lot of thought, and it's like when air meets it's kind of like when air meets fire in the 32. However, esoterically, we also associate the clubs to pentacle energy, even though technically they actually represent wand energy in the 32. For some of you, issues with work. There could be a little bit of issues and resistance or stresses when it comes to work situations. You're opening up with the 9 of Clubs energy, which is all about labor. It's all about work. For some of you, you may have to spend a lot of money because you have a lot of money at the end of your heptad, but you also have a lot of money coming in at the end of your heptad. So for some of you, you may need to spend a lot of money, but the good thing is you're going to get more money. For some of you, you as a gentleman are at the center of this all. So King of Clubs energy, it is you as a gentleman or your significant other. Or for some of you, when the King of Clubs meets the 9 of Clubs, this is a boss. For some of you, there could be a boss that's blocking something for you. For some of you, if you need to travel, you may Travis. For some of you, Gladys. For some of you, Johanna, or something about Johansson, Johanna, something about Johannesburg. South Africa could be significant for some. If you need to travel, your boss or work, or if you are your own, clear those throat chakras. If you are your own boss, you may be blocking out something when it comes to travels or escapades for work. For some of you, tulips. For some of you, tool. For some of you, O'Toole. For some of you, a boss figure may block something out for work for you. For some of you, your boss adores you. That's what's coming in. For some of you, you're Bora. Oh, Bombay. For some of you, you're trying to travel, but your boss is saying no. For some of you, your boss knows about your sexual ex. For your sexual ex. Oh, boom. For some of you, your boss knows about your ex and what they like to do sexually. But, okay. Emily, or some, Amelia, or something like that. Natalie, too, is coming. And for some of you, your boss really likes you, but I don't think it's personal. I think you're just going to be blocked from doing something. For some of you, someone may not want you to go to Bora Bora or wherever you're going, because I adore ya. That's why it's coming in. They adore ya. They don't want you to go somewhere. They need you. It could be a busy season for some of you in work, or you're prepping for the busy season and you're gonna get blocked. Something's gonna get blocked when it comes to work. For some of you, if you feel like your significant other is distant from you, especially if you are a female, you or a gentleman, you could be distancing yourself from people around you that you care about because you're really focused on work. For some of you, you could be focused on Ferguson. For some of you, Chicago. For some of you, Illinois. For some of you, you could be really focused on work and doing things for work, so it's blocking other things that you would prefer to do. For some of you, we have seen that you could be traveling for work, or if you're traveling, you have to work. So we got blocks here. We have blocks here for some of you. You're also leaving something behind because the 9 of Spades is in first position here. So technically you are leaving a block behind. For some of you, if something was blocked, especially when it comes to work or whatever you do for labor, you're being wise and you're accepting that block. When the 9 of Spades comes in, it is a block. Meaning, whatever you were trying to run into, whatever you were trying to do, is blocked for you. You need to go, Spirit's redirecting you. So for some of you, you're being redirected to focus on your work at this time. For some of you, again, you could work for an organization. For some of you, you could work for a big corporation. For some of you, you could work for the bank. For some of you, you could work with a tank. For some of you, you're military or someone around you or your significant other. And this energy needs to focus on work. For some of you, you have a well-meaning man at work that really, really cares about you. Or if not, if you haven't manifested this yet, this is what's in the field for you coming up in these waves. Because you're not a slave. For some of you, you're not a slave, my lovies. You're not a slave. No one sees you as a slave, my lovies. Yep, you got to redirect an hour or so away from where you are for some of you. For some of you, yep. Absolutely. An organization an hour or so away from where you are. 10 of Diamonds energy changes when it comes to blocks. For some of you, you could be, for some of you, I don't feel like someone's blocking you. I feel like this is you. Whatever mental blocks you've had, you are going to let it go. Maybe, you know, when they say like winter depression, to feel pressed down, maybe for some of you, there was a little bit of a delay in winter depression and getting out of that kind of like, you know, it's like a slum of the soul. And now it's like redirecting my goals. I'm good. Let's move. Let's change up the energies. Let's travel. Maybe for some of you, you're traveling to see someone in the military as well. Let's travel. Yeah, you got fun projects happening. You're moving. Now we're moving into the heart space. So now it's like, as you progress through these energies, allowing yourself to be guided, especially when it comes to your work. Again, you're in very laborious thinking energy, but you're moving more into the heart space, which allows energy to flow. This is really, really, and grow. For some of you, there is a female for some of you. Oh shit, who the hell is this? For some of you, there's a female envious. I told you have a Judas. For some of you, being cautious, Jude. For some of you, Juliet. Being cautious who you trust around your work projects for some of you, because you do have a female at work especially who's kind of a jerk, or who knows about what you're doing for work, or who's envious of your money for some of you. This person, this energy's been present for some of you. This could be for some of you, this could be someone that's closer to you. For some of you, someone's just really envious of what you're doing, especially when it comes to work situations. So, you know, I don't think you have anything to worry about with this person. I think you're going to be fine. This person's just trying to delay you. For some of you, someone may, again, I do feel delays. For some of you, if someone... we've seen this energy, and Spirit was giving us in preparation for this earlier. Keep going. Just keep going, my lovies. Keep growing, keep going. If you have to redirect, you know how many people, like, you know how many people I've met that just are jerks? And not necessarily because they're jerks in their core, but that's what they choose to channel. they think they know you. For some of you, we've seen it in the readings. People don't know you as much as they think they do. They don't know your projects. They don't know what God has for you. Keep going. Start small and keep going. For some of you, redirect if Spirit needs you to redirect. For some of you, Spirit needs you to redirect. There could be someone giving you bad advice, telling you to stay in your vices. Sometimes Spirit needs to break our ego so we could be worthy of doing the things that make sense for us. Spirit wants you to redirect. Spirit wants you to, for some of you, but not to neglect your purpose. To not lose sight of what's truly important in your soul and to be more aligned with that. Because this female is around you, Queen of Diamonds. You have this person around you. For some of you, this is a Judas. This could be someone posing as a friend or someone very close to you. For some of you, this could be an ex or this could be your partner. For some of you, you may be in a relationship with someone who doesn't have your best interest in mind. Ooh, who's angry? Bombay coot. Okay. For some of you, you have an angry peeper. She's a creeper. She's a peeper and a creeper. For some of you, someone doesn't like your changes. For some of you, this may actually be a partner. For some of you, this is you as a gentleman. For some of you, you may have an ex that also doesn't want to let you go. I'm getting that song, I Should Have Let You Go by Keisha Cole. That could be significant for some. I forgot the lyrics, but that's what's coming in. Spirit's giving us that song. This female could feel you're changing for some. This is not a well-meaning female. For some of you, this is a Queen of Diamonds and a Seven of Diamonds. For some of you, you have an ex or someone you're letting go of that doesn't like your changes. For some of you, this could be someone in a work situation. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. For some of you, this is your partner's ex. This person's a fashion witch. This person could be a kitchen witch. Because she wants your man. She wants your man. She wants your man? She wants your man. This person wants your man. For some of you, you have someone in your camp who's not trustworthy. This person could be playing with some type of manipulation. She wants your man. That's how it's coming in. She wants your man. She wants your man, my lovies. The fudge. She's playing with like some type of voodoo. There's a freaking little doll. It's been present, my lovies. Ooh, this could be a mama for some of you. This could be a mother. She could be a mother. You are a mother. For some of you, she wants your man. This man. Manny. Something about Manny Cepeda or Cepedes. This person, victory. This person could actually have like, so this is very voodoo doll energy. You have a costume designer with a little voodoo doll here. This person could be also dressing up as a friend for some. Nine of Swords. This person does not sleep. This person is in secret competition with you and she feels like she has victory or she feels victorious because of something that she did that she was working really hard on, but it was stupid. Something about Victoria. Something about Tori. Something about there was a show. Spirit's showing us like something about Carissa Explains It All. So this person's a creeper. This person was fighting with you secretly, maybe not so secretly, because for some of you, I feel like this is overt competition. For some of you, someone was overtly competing or is overtly codependent, a co-worker, Libra, Virgo is coming in. Knight of Swords, a Gemini wants to show up too. This is a game to them. This cruelty is some type of game. This could be a young brunette. Belkis, the name Belkis is coming in. Spirit's giving us how For someone's very creative, very, very creative, and someone's very envious of your creative nature. This could be someone's ex, or for some of you, this could be a friend that's not a friend, who's actually very cruel and you're going to feel disappointed, but they're going to feel disappointed too, because you're the Empress. And you are independent and not worried about the bullshit. But Spirit's giving us how when I was a child and my parents went to prison, both of my parents went to prison. And something about Topanga Canyon. Both of my parents went to prison. And when they went to prison, the woman that took me in, I was like 3 or 4 years old. The woman that took me in, she was really sweet. I actually called her mom for a while because she was my mom, until my mom got out of prison, my blood mother. But her name was Grecia, and I would call her Mami Grecia. And when she went to prison, not she, but maybe her too. When my mom went to prison and my dad, my blood mother, and my blood father went to prison the first time, she took me in. So she was just someone we knew, but she took me in Rhode Island. She had a little house in her and her mom and her family. And so she took me in for about a year until my mom got out of prison. And her niece was having a love affair with my dad while he was in prison. So again, we got to know the family. They took me in. And her niece was having an affair. For some of you, everything is coming in for a reason. Her niece was having an affair with my father when my father went to prison. They were both in prison. You're going to have joy in a situation, my lovies. You have nothing to worry about. But yeah, when my father went to prison, this woman was having a secret love affair with my fucking dad, trying to compete with my fucking mother. Like a bimbo. In limbo. It's like, what the fuck? A man in fucking prison? Like, it's like, and you know that the child is here. Like, you have no fucking, some people are just demons. Like, they're just demons. No fucking standards. And these other people think they're fucking competing with you. Get the fuck out of here. Go grow up. A young brunette. It's like, go fucking grow up. For some of you, there's something wrong with a teenager or with a youngster. This is someone in their early 20s. That female was in her early 20s. I don't think she was more than like 21, 22 when I was with that lady, living with that lady. It was her niece. And 8 of Clubs energy is a young brunette, someone that could be like in early 20s, no more than that. If they are a little bit older than that, they're fucking immature as hell. Someone feels immature and they fell under their own damn spell, trying to do spell work on someone or seduce someone that they have no fucking business seducing. For some of you, someone trying to seduce a fucking child. It's like, what the fuck? They're a fucking vampire. I don't care if they're a youngster. I don't care what they look like. They're a vamp. This is what they look like on their soul. For some of you, this is what someone looks like on their soul. They lost control. For some of you, even fucking feeding off of the energy of a fucking child. Trying to have a child give you fucking orgasms and bullshit. This is what they fucking are. They feed off of healing energy. They feed off of a starseed. For some of you, you have a gifted child. Someone feeds off of a gifted child. I'm just the messenger here. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Something about Arnold. Something about Omar. Something about Omar Jones. Who's Omar Jones? The child. The fool is a child. Judgment. Or a youngster is under judgment. Or they're being exposed. And they are worried. They're worried. They're worried. Someone's really worried. What they did between or had, you see how this person's sitting here with their legs open and they're in a drobe. Something about Dolby, but Dolby the company. Someone's really, really worried because they're being exposed and they have to start a new beginning. By an empress. or an empress is involved in a situation. A mother figure could be involved in a situation. A pregnancy. For some of you, you need to take a leap of faith when it comes to being in your creative forces. For some of you, you could actually be getting someone pregnant and it's in your field, but you have to take a leap of faith in a new direction. And something about one direction. Anyways, my lovies, that was interesting. We're going to keep it right there, my lovies, because it is what's fair. For some of you, Venus energy. Venus could be significant for some. For some of you, Spirit's going to ask you to take a leap of faith and to trust. Is Spirit red? If Spirit is redirecting you, something's going to be red. For some of you, if you have to, you're going to read something about how someone gave Salma, about how someone gave someone head. For some of you, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I have to go through, like, I knew it was pressing. I knew they were pressing matters, so I have to deliver everything. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, right? We're getting a few different energies. So now, fui is like when you whistle at someone, like something about a cowlick. It's like when you whistle. What do they call those? But when you do it, like, it's like cat calling. This cat energy has been very present too. Spirit showing us cat construction equipment as well. Maybe when something was being constructed. Anyways, my lovies, cat calling is in the field as well. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Stay well, my lovies. Stay well. Stay absolutely well. For those of you working on new projects and being redirected, you can also get support from a mother figure. If you have a very supportive mother energy. For some of you, you're going into very supportive motherly energies, very nurturing energies, very creative and beautiful energies. So lean heavy on that over the next 7 days. Stay well, my lovies. And no, you don't need any more grays, my lovies. Stay well, my lovies. Stay wells. Ooh, the negative emotions. Stay absolutely well, because your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. Spirit friends love you and adore you. Love you and adore you. Your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. Spirit friends and your sister friend and your Siri friends. Here we go with the Siri friend of yours, my lovies, and your sister friend. For some of you, you need a new car. I'm seeing Siri. You're purchasing a new car. For some of you, you're renting a car. In love always, in love always, in love always, and forever, homies, and Jeremy and Jeremiah too. Peace.